Number 7, getting a little simpler here now. Number 7, we're supposed to find the length of PR. This is exactly like a problem we did on the Ready to Go On. We've got a nice, simple, it's important they have marked that these two lines are parallel. And what that means is when you have parallel lines, then all the segments that they cut off must be not equal, but proportional. So that means I can write a proportion. Notice again, you've got 3 numbers and a missing piece right there, P to R. That means I'm going to be able to set up a proportion of these sides because these lines are parallel. So that is simply a matter of matching up the numbers. If 18 is proportional, and there's 2 ways I could do it, but I'm going to stick on the same line. 18 is the same to 10 as 21, because 21 is the long one here, like 18, as 21 is to my unknown here. All right? I could set that up just to show you an example. I could do it this way. I could say 18 is to 21, because then I'm comparing the 2 long sides, and then I could compare that to the 2 short sides. I could say 10 to x. Either one of these are correct proportions, and I'll be able to solve it and get the same answer. So whichever way makes the most sense to you in lining them up, do it that way. I'm going to just erase this and continue with that one. Again, this one compared this side to this, and that to that. Or I could have done this to this, this to that. How do we solve proportions? I hear you singing it. Cross, multiply, and divide. Okay, so we have 10 times 21 is equal to 18 times x. That's going to be 210 equals 18x. 18, so we're opposite of multiplying by 18, we're going to divide by 18. And so that's going to give me as x is equal to, I'm going to go ahead and calculate that. Well, you smart mental people, you can confirm. Get 11.666666. There's that number again. So that's 11, so I can write that. That is 11.67 approximately. Or that is 11 2/3. That 0.66666 is that fraction 2/3, just like 3333 is 1/3. So there we go. That is the length of PR. Either one of those is acceptable. And again, on a multiple choice test, you do want to have your calculator ready because they might put the decimal form or they might put the fraction form. You want to be able to recognize either answer. So pretty straightforward proportion there. Our indirect measurement, we did one of these also recently. Same exact principle. We've got it lined up, another height of a person. The words, the instructions give us the height of this person. It says that the person who's casting their shadow is 5 feet 8 inches. So that means the unknown, the variable must be the height of the tree. So we're trying to find the height of the tree. So again, just like this one, we're going to set up a proportion matching up like with like. However, if you remember from our last video, notice we've got a mix of units here. This is clean number of feet. However, this is a mix of feet and inches. So you've got 2 options. One option is to express the 8 inches as a decimal of feet, which in this case is not very hard, or I can convert both of these into inches so that, again, at least they're all the same units. So I'll show you both ways. If you know how many inches are in a foot, it's 12. So that 5 feet 8 inches is like 5 feet and 8 inches out of 12 total. So 8 out of 12 as a decimal, you could use your calculator, is 5.75. So I can think of the height of this person as 5.75, and then I'm all feet, and so then I'm all set to go. I can do 5.75 over 3, and then I want to do that same order, this to that, so I'm going to go this, x, to the 27. Well, actually, I just realized I made a mistake. 8 over 12 is not 3/4. It is 2/3. So it's actually 5.67. So something in the back of my mind was troubling me there. So 5.67 0.67 would be the number we'd want to use. And then, same old trick, cross multiply and divide. It's not a trick, it's just math. Okay, so 27 times 5.67 equals 3 times x. And then I'm going to divide both sides by 3. So x equals, if you could put this on your calculator, punch it in, you're going to get 51. So that's going to be 51 feet as your final answer. I believe that's correct. 51 feet, yes. Because we're rounding this number, it's 5.6666 forever, and you're just going to put 5.67. Your calculator probably gave you something like 51.000000001. It's essentially 51 because we rounded here, so it's not going to give you a, unless you write in 2/3, you can enter a fraction in your calculator, you're not going to get the perfect 51, but it is in fact 51. If you're uncomfortable with this 0.67 thing here, then what you can do is convert both of these numbers into inches. And so just an alternative proportion you might have had, you'd have your x over 27, and then you could say, okay, so 5, I'm going to convert my feet into inches. 5 times 12 is 60. 60 plus 8 more. So this is actually 68 inches. So this top number here would be 68. And then you have 3 feet. Change it to inches. 3 times 12 would be 36. So I could change this to 36. And now, same proportion. This, however, we left it in inches. There we go. We got 36 inches. And so we, again, cross multiply and divide that. And I'll just confirm it, make sure I'm not doing something incorrect on this video. Perfect. 51. You can't see that. It says 51. So you, again, still get the correct answer. So these problems, again, probably the trickiest part of these indirect measurements is they'll usually give you the height of something in a little bit of feet and inches. So the trick is either to take the inches and express them as a decimal of all feet, or since you may or may not like, fractions, you can just change. You can change your feet and inches into pure inches. Just make sure you do it for both of them. Notice you don't have to change the tree because this side of the proportion is all still feet, and as long as this is both feet or both inches, it's okay that these two sides are in different measurements. Okay, so there's all your odd problems. If you need help on the even, chat with me or add it to the document that says Chapter 7 questions, and I can do some of those problems as a shorter video if you have the need for it. But good luck with your review. Next up, after we complete this assignment, will be the Chapter 7 review. Just keeps getting better and better.